Over to Singapore now, where Lee Shih has been speaking with Indian billionaire B.K. Modi, chairman of Spice Global. Credited as something of a technology guru, he set up the first fax machine and floppy disk plants in India and made most of his fortune by launching India's first cellular phone service. Even though he sold off that business, the 64-year-old is betting big on the mobile revolution. She asked Mr. Modi if he would consider re-entering the Indian telecom market.
We are in telecom space, but we are not going into as a telecom operator, because the telecom operator is becoming a tube. The brand today is of the device, and the brand is, so if you look at Apple or Samsung, they are bigger brand than if you look at AT&T and Singtel and others. So previously it was the operator which was a big brand. They used to be setting the retail shops and they were controlling the customer, and we did that too. But now it is a shift. So I go to the industry where I can deal with customers.
What are your thoughts on the 2G scandal that gripped India?
I think that scandal was something which made us push out, because when we found that this new license issued in a very discriminatory manner and all that, we protested at that time as a Spice, and we said it's time for us to go, because we don't want to be involved in any sort of scandalous activity. The 2G scam was one of the blackest mark in the Indian history, but it helped nobody.
Do you think India's telecom industry can move past this 2G scandal?
2G is an outdated technology. 3G has already come in. 4G is on the anvil. So it's the smoke from the old fire. So it's already ended. The technology has ended. There is no demand for 2G. The people who have the license are ready to surrender the license. There is no taker for that license, because that is a very old technology.
Do you think India can tackle its corruption problem, long cited as a problem to doing business there?
I think India is overcoming this corruption. Scam like 2G, where businessman has lost a lot of money. So the corrupt businessmen for the first time are losing money. So if by corruption you are losing money, there is no motivation to get corrupt. And I think India has shown that, because the license got cancelled.
You also have plans to move Spice Global into banking. Tell us more about that.
I think banking has got total change. The smart banking is coming, and people are going for paperless banking. People are not going for currencies. So today everything is on internet. So we are planning to look at the licensing in various countries, but we will focus in our what I call eye to eye, which is Ivory Coast to Indonesia, which includes Africa, Middle East, Indian subcontinent and Asia.
You mentioned your plans to expand into emerging markets in Africa, the Middle East and here in Southeast Asia. What type of strategy are you going to adopt? Is it through organic growth or through local acquisitions?
I think it will be joint. Today we have more revenue outside India than India. So our focus has already shifted out of India. And the reason we chose Singapore, previously we were in Delhi based, because Delhi was the most developed part of India, and Singapore is the most developed part of the region which we are talking. Last 10 years, a lot of Indian corporations have acquired companies outside, like we did also. Look at Tata's in car industry, look at steel, look at any field you pick up. The Indian companies are now becoming global. Today the trend in India is, if you are not global, you are left behind.
Well, that's the end of this program, but do join us again next week. In the meantime, you can catch up on more business stories